In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to set up a multi-property alert email template that you can use to send to any buyers you like and select any random properties you want to include in that email. First of all, let's build the email. So inside Engine, we'll go into the templates and we're going to use the add option. In the label, let's call this multi-property alert. You can label it whatever you like. And once you've done that, use the add template option. So inside the email template builder, we're going to use a few of the basic widgets here. The first thing you'll do is set a subject at the top right, and you can see the set one now option. If you click the set one now, you can then put in an email subject that will always be used with this particular template. If you choose to leave the subject blank, it will always ask you as a prompt before you send it to type a random subject before the email can go. So we're going to leave it blank because we always want to change the subject. So instead of adding a subject now, let's build the email. So we'll go into the header. I always like to put the white background with my logo, and we can also add a keyword at the top. So we might put up here, properties of interest. If you don't want anything there, you can just backspace it and leave it blank. Next part, we'll be adding the paragraph. Always start your paragraphs off with hi, add personalization, and the merge tag you'll always use pretty much for every email SMS you create is recipient name. To go down 2 lines on your email, hold Shift and press Enter, Enter. Because this email is going to be random each time and we do want to add a message to go with it, we can't put a specific amount of text in here. So let's have a prompt to remind us to change the text. So we're going to put type your message here. So that every time I use this template, I'll be reminded to type my personal message there, and we can hit the save option. Let's look at adding in the list of properties. To do this, we will use a property card, which is a list of properties, and we can see it's got the for sale list. When you look at the list type option, this is the different types of layouts you can have. So if I wanted to make it more generic for auctions, or if I wanted it for leased properties, or if I wanted it to show properties with open homes, you can see it shows more open homes. The standard one will be for sale, and we're now able to look at the header ribbon, and we can change the header or get rid of it. For this one, I want to get rid of it because I don't want it to say for sale. The message is kind of explaining what's going to be below, and we can see that it's going to show a nice layout of a photo, the prices, the address, a bit of description, and some open times. So quite simply, we've built a nice email here with a header, a paragraph, and a multi-property card. If we look at the ribbon that says properties on the right now, the first default option it does, it's going to select all the properties for sale. So what this means is anything in this list is going to automatically load what it is saying here by grabbing a query and loading the data. So the properties for sale, if I had 10 listings, when I use this, will load 10 properties. We don't want to use a preset determined list of properties. So we're going to clear this. And when you clear that, you then have option 2, select properties manually. Now this will action when we go to send it because it will know it's not using a list and it will ask us to select some manually. So we're going to save this, save and close, and we'll now go back to the main screen and test this email out. In the clients area, we're going to go to My Client. We'll open up the record and we'll use the send email option. Now in my template list, we will now see that I have one called multi-property alert. With the alert, it says there's 2 things required before this email can work. Now the first context it's asking for is the properties manually. So I can now select from any property in my system by typing the address. So 123 Bondi Road. I can then select the next one, 13 Skinners. And I can select the next one, which is 8 Skinners. And I can add as many properties as I want here. The next option below is to enter the subject. So we're going to put in here, properties you may like. Once I've added this, I then can look at type your message here. So my random message. So I'm going to put here, it'll say, hi, Luke. Great chatting to you. Here are the properties we spoke about. I can then hit the update preview option. Now that I have all of the areas of the email selected, subject, properties, and also my message, we can see that it can build it. So we have the hi Luke, the message, the 3 properties, and my signature. To send this off, I simply go to the bottom of the screen and hit the send option.